In a peaceful valley stood a tall apple tree. Every autumn, it grew heavy with bright red apples that glowed in the sunlight. The tree felt proud and thought, "These apples make me special. Without them, I would be nothing." As the wind blew stronger, apples began to drop one by one. The tree panicked, clutching its branches tightly, wishing it could hold every apple forever. "Please don't leave me," it cried silently, shaking with fear. Despite its effort, the apples continued to fall, rolling down the hillside. Children picked them joyfully, animals ate them hungrily, but the tree only felt pain. It believed the world was stealing away its happiness. When winter arrived, the tree's branches were bare. Snow covered its roots, and the valley grew silent. The tree felt empty, staring at its empty branches and thinking, "I have lost everything that gave me meaning." One day, a little boy named Arun sat beneath the tree. Seeing its drooping branches, he asked kindly, "Why are you so sad, old tree?" The tree sighed, "Because all my apples are gone, and I am worthless without them." Arun smiled gently. But apples are meant to fall. They feed people and animals, and their seeds grow into new trees. Letting go is how life continues. But the tree only shook its branches stubbornly, unwilling to listen. The snow grew heavier. The tree stood shivering in the cold, thinking only of the apples it had lost. It failed to see the sparkling beauty of winter, the quiet stars, or the stillness that gave the earth rest. When spring returned, blossoms covered the branches, filling the air with sweet fragrance. Yet the tree worried, "What if I lose these flowers too? If they fall, I will be left empty again." Its fear spoiled the joy of spring. One afternoon, a wandering monk rested under the tree's shade. He listened to the tree's worries and whispered, "The seasons teach us to let go. Nothing in this world stays forever. To hold too tightly is to invite suffering." The tree trembled and asked, "But if I let go of everything, what will remain of me?" The monk smiled and touched its trunk. "Your roots will remain. Your trunk will remain. Your life will remain. That is enough." Summer arrived, and once again apples grew on its branches, round and red. This time the tree tried to welcome them with joy but without fear, remembering the monk's words. When children came to pick the apples, the tree felt a pang of sadness. Yet as it watched their smiles and heard their laughter, something new stirred in its heart. "Perhaps my gift brings me more joy than my clinging ever did." One apple fell to the ground and sank into the soil. Months later, a tiny green sprout emerged beside the old tree. The tree was astonished. "By letting go, I have given birth to new life." Seasons turned, and the sprout grew stronger. The old tree realized that its apples were never truly lost. They had simply changed form, into food, into seeds, into memories. Nothing was wasted. Arun returned one day and saw the young sapling growing. He patted the tree's bark and smiled. "See? By letting go, you have given more than you imagined." The tree felt taller and lighter than it ever had before. From then on, through every season, the tree no longer feared losing blossoms, apples, or leaves. It had learned that peace does not come from holding on, but from releasing. The valley was no longer a place of loss, but of endless renewal.